Hey, it's a day somewhere in the world. I'm AJ Grimaldo, and welcome to the second episode of the Island Fish podcast. Sadly, only 10 people wrote in wanting another one. So for you 10 people, here you go. I'm joined today by one of my friends, Devin Temple. Devin, how the hell are you?
I'm good. I'm just concerned. This is your second episode, and you're already ruining it by having me on. So
it's like the Titanic, man. Go out strong.
Okay.
There's actually really an iceberg in the room. You guys can't see it because, computers stuff and things.
Computers.
And we're going straight for it right now. All right. So, Devin, tell the people a little about yourself.
So, AJ and I work at WHSN.
I feel like this together. Is a recurring theme.
This is the recurring theme so far. Get some better guests, AJ.
I'll try.
And we also carry a love for entertainment and all that fun stuff. We like similar music and movies, and yeah, that's the gist.
And someone told me you have a YouTube channel.
I do. I post a new video every Tuesday on youtube.com/developed. It's kind of like a vlog style type of deal. I talk about really what's going on in my life. And yeah, it's fun.
So follow him or subscribe to him on whatever the fancy YouTube people do.
I don't know. They did with the Google Plus integration. I don't know what they exactly call it now. It's sad.
Well, screw Google. Gmail was down today.
That was down. It wrecked my life. I was having a really important conversation back and forth via email, and then it abruptly ended. And did you see why it was actually down?
I did not.
Okay. So when you search Google, obviously you can type in Gmail if you don't know the actual Gmail URL. Well, the link on the Google listing didn't bring you to your inbox. It took you to like a compose window in your Gmail with the to field already filled out to someone, I think, who worked for Google. I'm not exactly sure who he was. They identified him. So everyone had the option to just blow up this guy's inbox. And so they cut it. And I guess that triggered some more issues with Google Drive was down for a while. Google Plus Hangouts had some issues. YouTube's commenting system, because I just tied in with Google Plus.
Wow.
It was a mess.
Sounds
so
like it.
I just threw my laptop across the room and started playing Tetris on my phone.
That's the only way you can do things.
That's how I get my me time.
Well, if you've been living under a rock, then you haven't heard about what basically is the second coming of Jesus. Justin Bieber was arrested this week.
Finally.
Finally. There is no love lost for Justin Bieber here at the Island Fish.
No.
Just because he's kind of a douche. And
kind of, but more than just a douche.
Like, there was a hashtag trending called Deport Bieber.
Canada doesn't want him back. What do you think Canada's going to take him?
No, let's like
they've written him off. He's in Miami, like the farthest point in the U.S. away from them. Like I don't know.
Really, the hashtag should have been Deport Bieber to North Korea. He could have went with Dennis Rodman next time.
Okay, I'd be okay with that, actually.
And then have him get fed to the dogs.
Gruesome. Yeah, I saw his mugshot. Conan O'Brien does a bunch of like video editing on his show, and they took footage from Bieber's first trial. He's already actually been in front of a judge via video, and he's sitting there counting money below like the frame of the camera while he's talking to the judge.
It's
so funny. I reblogged it, but something I've really held back from is tweeting about this, because I don't know if you've ever experienced it or seen it, but the Bieber fandom on like Twitter is like terrifying. Death threats, I mean, just insane accusations and things. If you say anything about the Biebs, One Direction's the same way. But so I'm encouraging you to tweet me at developed with what you got, because I don't care, I guess.
To quote a friend of mine, Jumpin' Jeff Farmer, highly underrated professional wrestler, but that's a different story. I went full force with the tweeting about the Justin Bieber
for you.
arrest.
I will go retweet you after this podcast.
And there was... I'm kind of jumping ahead going to our dumb tweets, but there was this one jackass that was like, yo, so Justin Bieber...
is this Jesse Pinkman?
No. But he was like, Justin Bieber drinks and he speeds and he gets arrested. He's still my role model. And
wait, he sped? I thought he was doing
a
speed.
drag race. No.
I thought he was doing speed. Okay.
No,
no.
He's not Sonic the Hedgehog, man. He's not doing speed.
Yet. He's still young.
But I was flabbergasted. Like, how can you consider this guy a role model? Like, he has been nothing but a douchebag.
You don't. That's why.
It's just, people make me sad.
And what makes me sad are the parents who kind of go out and buy like the Justin Bieber posters, because kids don't go out and get the CDs by themselves, as much as that'd be awesome for growing the music industry. But no, that's not how it works. The parents back this up, and so the parents need to see your tweets specifically.
Yeah, let's troll, what's it called, like some mom magazine, be like, yo, this is what Justin Bieber's doing.
Some mom magazine.
I don't know.
Good Housekeeping.
Now?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I'd say people.
What's
but
Cosmo? We'll put it in Cosmo.
Dr. Phil, get Dr. Phil.
But it's not just moms though. Dads are just as bad with taking.
Not
their
singling
kids.
out you, just one single parent. You're all guilty.
Singled out.
Guilty for all this. I think it's just because of Selena Gomez. Like, he was something bad. Maybe she didn't want a dick pic.
Did you see? Oh my gosh. Whoa. Okay, I was gonna go completely around that. So did you see the photo set? It was on Reddit. It was on Tumblr. I'm sure it obviously made itself to like 9gag, I assume. And it was Bieber and Selena walking down the street. A kid stopped them, made Bieber take a photo of himself and Selena. It was hilarious. I guess it was all captured by paparazzi. I mean, and the photos were a great quality, so I assume there was someone just standing on the sidewalk snapping pics for TMZ or something. But
I feel like that's something I'd do. Be like, hey, Selena Gomez, move over there, Justin. I want a picture with Selena.
And he looked so enthused. It was cool of him to do that. Like, he could have been all Kanye and smacked the camera.
I'm gonna let you finish.
You're right. I'm gonna let you finish. But boom, there's your cell phone. Happy birthday to the ground.
And I threw it on the ground. Yeah. Speaking of Lonely Island, they're actually doing you actually told me this. They're doing a thing with Tegan and Sarah for the Lego movie.
We have to get that on WHSN. I would love that.
We need that song. I need this in my life.
Yes.
But backtracking a little, going back to Justin Bieber, because I'm not done with him. No. Have you seen the image of what is him kind of mashed up with Miley Cyrus?
Yes, that was on the top of Reddit also today. Very good. Yep.
Like, nothing against Miley Cyrus. Before she went batshit crazy, pretty girl.
Batshit crazy?
Well, I don't know what to call it. She's something. She's different. She's not the Milers I grew up with. She's not my Disney princess.
Hannah Montana is dead.
No.
Essentially, except for Netflix, or I don't know where she's.
I don't think she's
They don't
on
stream
Netflix.
that stuff anymore, do they?
I don't think so. Lilo and Stitch is on Netflix, so I was happy about
really?
that.
Oh, I saw. Okay, yeah, the movie. Did they ever come up with a second one?
There's like 4 of them. I didn't know
really.
that.
Wow.
Like, I guess 3 of them were like direct to DVD. There's the one that was big, the first one. Mm-hmm. Then there's Lilo and Stitch 2. Stitch has a glitch.
Oh, I've seen that.
Then there's the one that was basically a backdoor pilot for the TV show. And then
went to TV?
What?
That went to TV?
Yeah, that was
wow.
I think ran for like 2 or 3 seasons.
Wow.
And then they have
to watch more Disney.
Yeah. No, not today. Disney's bad. It's really bad.
Really?
I don't know.
I don't watch TV enough. That's the issue. Like, I'm strictly Hulu Plus, Netflix, Amazon Prime, and of course ComedyCentral.com does a great job posting my favorite TV shows.
Cheap plug for At Midnight. You gotta watch the show. Great show. Maybe
dedicated fans right
Chris
here.
Hardwick will have us on one day.
Someday. Points. I need them.
Speaking of At Midnight, one of my favorite persons in the world, CM Punk, longest reigning WWE champion in the last couple of years, yo. He's going to be on, I think, February...
Oh, it wasn't on yet?
No,
okay, good. That makes me feel better. I thought I missed it.
February 2nd or February 12th. Him and another wrestler are going to be on, and I can't wait.
Yay. Hannah Hart, not Hannah Hart. She's going to come soon, actually. But Grace Helbig was on a little while ago, so she's from the YouTube fandom, and I like that episode a lot. That was cool. Weird Al was good.
Weird Al was hilarious.
That was hilarious. Yep.
Is it Ron Funches? Ron. The big guy, the big black guy. I don't know his name.
The big black guy. I don't remember one.
Ron Funches or something like that. He's hysterical. I like him.
And what I really like is how they get the show's writers on the show as well.
Yeah, the dude from Reno 911 also produces it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
We're going to start our own at midnight. And you guys are invited.
I would do that. That'd be great.
Oh, well. What?
So good. I was so happy to see it come back for an actual season. So exciting.
You know, we were talking about the whole Lego movie with the Tegan Sarah and Lonely Island doing a cool thing. Here's something that I read today. I don't know if it's true or not. I kind of hope it is just to see what happens. But apparently, a porn star has issued a challenge via Twitter. And it's for someone to create an awesome Lego monument for her home. And whoever, and and whoever wins this contest gets a blowjob from her.
I don't have a response to that. Are you looking? Is this in one tweet? She just all right.
Yeah.
How does that even? I don't even know. That's so weird on many levels. Like, what are you supposed to build out of the Legos?
I don't know.
First
Maybe
of all,
a giant.
See, that's weird. It's open-ended and gross and just all over the place.
Make a life-size version.
We need we mentioned dumb tweets. That's a dumb tweet right there. I don't get it. It's the theme
of the whole show, dumb tweets.
This is dumb tweets. Holy cow.
But like
weird.
Reading that.
Is this like strictly a porn star, or has she been in like other stuff that she's well known by?
I didn't look into it as much. I just happened to glance over the headline and I looked and was like, really?
That's bizarre on so many levels. I don't even know.
You know what? I'm going to do a quick, because it's probably fresh on my Facebook feed.
We'll open the Twitter.
But I was just like, really? You're going to... There's so many other cool things. Like, I'm not dissing a blowjob, not at all. But from a porn star of all people, no judgment for what you do without you.
I'm surprised Lego hasn't like asked her to retract the tweet or something.
Can you please not offer that service? You can offer a gift card, but no
a gift card. Tickets to Legoland.
That'd be kind of cool. Tickets to Legoland. I've never been.
I want to go. The closest I've been to something like that was when I was 12. I went to Disney, and they have like a downtown Disney type thing, and Lego did like a huge exhibit down there. And so there were a bunch of people made out of Legos just like all over the boardwalk there. I mean, it was very creepy, but awesome at the same time. I kind of want to kick one over and have it blow into a million pieces, but... Self-control. Been working on that all my life.
I found it. It's porn star Christie Mac.
Okay, not
and I don't really know who she is.
Huh.
There's not even like a little Trekkie thing on her name. On
How did you discover this, by the way? You just following a bunch of porn stars? Or?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, okay.
No, someone... I forget how I noticed it. I think my friend sent me it, and I just...
Sure.
I'm not following any porn stars, to my knowledge... on Twitter or on Facebook or maybe Tumblr, because weird people add you on Tumblr. Like I got this. Is this embarrassing? But I'm gonna say it. Like, I was browsing through my Tumblr notes, had a few new likes. It's like, oh, cool, maybe I post something someone liked, and I noticed the follower was a poop blog.
What?
Yeah, it was all pictures of poop.
I don't get anything nearly that awesome or hilarious, but pizza porn was the most recent one that has followed me, and I look at it, I follow it, I followed back. It's just beautiful shots of pizza, like
I'd follow
ripped from Domino's commercials and all that good stuff. GIFs of just cheese and.
Ooh, baby.
I don't know. If I ever have like issues being hungry, I would just go back there and look, and I'm starving. So. Pretty sure it's targeted to get me to buy more Pizza Hut.
Probably. The marketing teams are smart now. They're like, oh, this kid's posting about pizza. Let's give him some pizza porn.
Yeah, I love that whole term, though. It's like just different niches with porn at the end. So like food porn, this one's specifically pizza. I don't know. It's interesting.
Poop porn.
What?
That blog, man, it was creepy.
Backpedal. That is weird.
There's a lot of weird people on Tumblr.
Oh, my gosh. It's beautiful, though. I left Tumblr and came back about 3 months ago. Dropped my WordPress, my website, everything, and I'm strictly Tumblr now. And I think it's all right, like pretty good for content management. Also finding hilarious things and stuff.
See, Like when I first started the Island Fish, the idea was I'm just gonna have it be on Tumblr, and eventually that idea turned into cat picture reblog.
Yes.
I mean, it can be really
helpful. That's the worst part, and you're exactly right. I'm very conservative with what I reblog because it's linked everywhere. It's not, just a little teehee. So maybe someday I'll make a second one and a third blog and a fourth blog to reblog all those cats.
Yeah, I had that problem too. Like once I decided to take the website public and actually have a real website, and I linked to my blog, I noticed there was a few things in there that Mama G wouldn't be too proud of. Sorry, Mama G. So I had to go back and kind of see, okay, I could get away with having this on there, but I mean, nothing too bad, but it's a hassle, definitely, especially when you start something and you want to be professional, and those damn cat pictures.
Right. Yeah, it's tough. The struggle is real. It definitely is.
Fucking cats, yo. They're just everywhere.
Cats, yo.
Have you, you're a movie fan, right? You like a lot of movies. Have you seen the preview for this movie called Her?
Okay. There's someone in the room that got to observe me hearing about this movie. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel weird thinking about this movie. It's such a bizarre idea. I have definitely seen the trailer. I have not seen the movie. I will never watch this goddamn movie. Have you seen it? Or
I have not.
We'll have to go see it, okay? Yeah. We'll go watch it.
Have a little movie date.
We'll live tweet it or something.
But the reason I bring it up is because I think it was College Humor posted a list of the top 5 spoofs for the trailer, and one of them happened to have Seth Rogen do the voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll have to look for that, man. It
was pretty funny. But it got me thinking, how creepy is that? Like, we all have Siri on our phone, like, Siri, what's the weight of a Pikachu? It's silence.
Looking.
Oh. Well, usually she talks
That's
back.
actually new also. We can mention that.
Yeah.
Wolfram Alpha is the...
about 13.2 pounds.
Pikachu!
Today I learned. But they added all the Pokemon information into Wolfram Alpha, which is what Siri accesses for data.
You know, you
it's
can
awesome.
ask it what the fox says, and it'll come back with one of those stupid things.
Did you know I was actually on the radio on a different station, and that was the first time I ever heard that song?
Really?
I went out of my way forever, and then I was just sitting in the corner talking to someone after the show ended, and it was that on the radio, and I couldn't handle it. I haven't seen the video yet. So
You should.
No.
It's so stupid, it's funny.
Yeah, it's stupid. That's all I know.
That's how those viral videos get you, man. They
Jeez.
can be just so stupid, but...
Holy cow.
It's...
Yeah. It's Vine's first birthday today.
Is it? Happy birthday, Vine!
Yeah.
I'll have to Vine something.
They finally made it to the web browser. So
they have the web browser now?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Dude, get on this. So it's the same username as what you have on your app. So it's vine.co/ whatever your username is. But they've released the top 40 Vines of the past year. So I guess they base it on likes and revines.
I hope Will Sasso's on there.
He is. He's on twice, actually. I specifically... But something they did awesome and made me feel lazy but very entertained was they have a TV mode. So you hop on the website, they got the list of the 40 most popular Vines. You click the TV mode and it plays each Vine. And you don't have to touch any buttons. It just rolls through. And if you like one, you can click like. But that made my day today. I don't know why I'm mentioning it.
Simplicity. That's why. I mean, who wants to move their hand a few inches to
clicking?
click
And I was
things?
laying in bed and just
watching that
nice.
food porn.
Yes.
But man, Devin used to do this thing in the studio. Jesse Larkin, one of our other DJs, and hopefully
Yes.
a
He'll be here
future
soon.
guest on the show.
That'd be great.
He would just sit there, be doing something, and Devin would come out with his camera and just scare the living shit out of
See,
Jesse.
I haven't been very active on Vine except for doing that, and I will never delete them. I don't care how mad or upset or uncomfortable he feels. He's a good sport, so he doesn't care that much. But last semester it worked out so that Jesse was on immediately after me. Mm-hmm. Tuesdays and Thursdays or something like that. And what happens is, the way the studio is situated is you have an on-air studio, and there's a separate room for news. There's where you can compile your news for either the radio department or even the journalism students here. And he's back to the door, and I always have the station cranked when I'm in there. I love loud music and kind of drowning out the outside noise, even though the soundproofing's pretty good. So I'll slowly open the door and just yell at him, and this is all on Vine. So vine.co/developed is all those.
Well, we'll post a link on the Facebook page.
And there's 6 of them now, and I've had at least one tweet every week or so requesting more. So we'll work on it. Right now, we're both doing the morning show on WHSN, so it's kind of hard because I'm not going to get up that early just to make a Vine, but I got to. It's dedication.
It's what it is.
Yeah.
And really, you got to see these things because they are hilarious.
Vines in general are so great to manipulate like that. Quick, to the point, hilarious.
Yeah.
They can be hit or miss, though, I guess.
You really do have to be talented. Like, for some of them, just the planning that goes out to get it right.
I feel like some people spend their whole day doing that.
Like what's
Nicholas McGallis. Boom.
Hey, my name is Nicholas, and I am ridiculous.
That was number 3
was
for
it?
Vines.
Good for
this
him.
Past
Good
year.
for
Yeah,
him.
he is pretty hilarious.
But a lot of going back to like Will Sasso, a lot of comedy stars.
Absolutely.
Will Sasso,
that I
Jeanette
didn't-
McCurdy.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these people, when they're not doing. Because a lot of them don't have airtime anymore because of various things. Like for Will Sasso, he was on Mad TV for the longest time. That got canned. Jeanette McCurdy, she was on iCarly. She has that other Nickelodeon show now with the girl that does the song with Neo.
I have no idea. Is this Nickelodeon?
What was that?
Just showed up. I'm like,
Oh, we have another person in the room just kind of just sitting there.
Live audiences. Woo! First podcast, first audience. This is great.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Here's to many more.
I know. I spoke to Rydoon actually earlier today. He's a comedian out of Boston who does some of the more, I feel like, well-planned ones. He has a character named Kathy. Do you know of Rydoon?
I do
No, he's
not.
pretty big. He was in that top 40 list as well. But there was this one, and I'll never forget it. He dressed up as his character Kathy, had this ridiculous, like, bright pink ski suit, and went over a jump at a mountain. I think he was in actually New Hampshire. He comes up to Maine actually quite a bit as well. But that was like the most. He planned a trip around this vine, and I don't know.
See, I'd have like ADD. I'd be like, I forget about it. I'd be like, ooh, a dog. Oh crap, there goes that.
Well, luckily they've also introduced some sort of editing, kind of. It's very, very limited, which is great because I feel like that might ruin the platform if it's
you don't want too much.
Yeah. Just be like a short YouTube.
So you're saying this guy like dresses up and
oh yeah, he just for different bits he does back and forth. Even in his comedy shows, you can see it on YouTube. He'll just pull off these different characters. He's one. It's like a brunette wig, and he smears makeup all over his face and goes and asks people to dance with him in like New York City.
You can dance if you want to.
Yeah, exactly. He screams at people, and I mean, it's just. It's funny to see these consistent storylines with different characters on one account. It's great.
You know, kind of funny going back into the old embarrassing files for AJ. I used to do a lot of I like to call it comedy. Most other people would call it stupidity on YouTube.
Oh, I've seen them
during my high school years, and I thought it would be clever at the time to kind of have a contest for people to choose who I would go as. Well, technically, who I would go with to homecoming. I think.
Nice.
Going back full circle. One choice was Miley Cyrus. One was Harry Potter. I think one was Corbin Blue. Edward. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. And I managed to get like 2 of the videos with me in character as these people on YouTube, and the quality is just awful. And
that webcam quality. Oh man,
this is back. I think when I still had dial-up too, so it took like 3 hours for everything to load up. It was, oh man.
See, I kind of feel the same way. I mean, I've been on YouTube since 2008. I think I uploaded my first video by myself. My mom used to do it. That's another story. Holy cow. She used to be afraid that I'd somehow get kidnapped or something by uploading.
Devin, I gotta upload this for you.
So that video is still up, by the way. I won't mention that. But I do and used to get very self-conscious of content, and so I'd always delete stuff, and that was like a big issue. So that's me. Like my New Year's resolution is to stop it, because like you have this amazing content up there that you might think some people think are stupid or whatever, but it's hilarious, and like the comments are great, and it's just a good feel of a channel. So that's awesome.
But I totally feel you with the whole self-conscious thing, because
absolutely.
I do sing sometimes. I'd like to sing in the shower, but that's a different story. But I was in a band for a little bit, and I like to write songs, and so sometimes I record myself on YouTube with just me singing. You know how well that is. I'm the weird kid that's like, "Oh yeah, baby, I love you," and stuff like that. But after uploading them, it's just like, no, I don't want these. So I'll delete them or hide them in a secret place where only I can.
Yeah. And then it's the backlash of people looking for that.
Yeah, it's like,
where to go? Oh no!
But
I don't know.
But I totally feel you, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hit or miss, and you just gotta roll with the punches.
It's the struggle once again.
Now, I have a device in my hand with
Me
Siri
too.
called
I don't have
iPhone.
Siri. Damn it.
Devin does not.
No.
But I was reading online today on I think it was CNN or something. I don't know, whatever the cool kids read or don't read.
The cool kids read CNN. That's how it is.
You heard it here first.
You're welcome, CNN.
Apparently, Apple is thinking about a bigger iPhone.
I saw that.
I thought that was called the iPad.
Engadget leaked it as well. They don't have enough screen sizes, I guess. I don't know.
I thought they were.
Is that you had the 4?
Yeah, the
4S?
I thought they were pushing it with the 5.
Yeah, I agree.
Screen,
No, I definitely agree. And I complained about the 5, and then I left the 5 for the Moto X with an even bigger screen. So I retract all my statements. I don't know.
So bigger's better?
No. Well, in my case, I guess Android's nice on a bigger screen. But I loved my 4. That was my favorite phone. That was the first phone I carried for a full contract. Ever since, I'm always canceling or buying a phone outright.
Yeah.
To kind of switch around. I feel like some people do want the bigger phones because they do have competitors. They're huge. Obviously, the number one competitor is Samsung.
Yeah.
So the S4, S5 is obviously not out. It's being rumored. So they're trying to grab that market as well. So I could see them upgrading to a bigger screen on their premium side, and then keeping the 5C line, which
Don't get me started on those.
Do you not like them, or do you like them?
It's a love-hate relationship.
I love the backs. That's amazing. They need to stop it with the aluminum and just have those backs. They're beautiful, and they feel great in the hand, and they stay clean, and they don't scratch that easy, but they do scratch.
Yeah. I mean, they look cool. They really do. I like colors. I don't like just black and white. I mean,
right. Although I would go for the white one.
But
bland.
It's just, do we really need 3 different models of iPhones out on the market right now? I see what they're trying to do, cheaper for people,
Bigger
but it's
audience.
still pretty expensive.
Right. And we're not the focus in that in America.
Yeah.
It's them trying to get into these developing I don't want to say developing countries, but developing markets who don't necessarily have the infrastructure for those bigger phones. And a big issue with cell phone carriers is that they have to say they can sell a certain amount before Apple goes, all right, we'll throw your antennas in there. And that's why US Cellular, they just got the iPhone because they've been growing so much. They originated the Midwest, and obviously we have them here in Maine.
Yeah, I never heard of them until I came up here.
Really? Oh, do you not have them in Vermont?
I don't think so.
Wow.
I think we only have AT&T.
This is actually, I left Verizon for US Cellular in the Moto X. Plug, you're welcome. Give me a $40 credit on my bill. That'd be great. Thanks.
There's a lot of pluggy going on today.
This is great.
What else can we plug?
Dumb tweets.
Dumb tweets.
Hashtag dumb tweets. Butts.
Hashtag butts.
Do you love how I don't know how many people listen to the podcast and watch at midnight, which you should.
It's a great show.
But really hashtag butts has been through almost every episode consistently. I want to go back to episode 1 and count all the way up.
You should get a prize for that. If you find how many times someone does hashtag butts.
Oh, man. Just take me out to the Nerdist studio,
Take me out.
which they have now, which is awesome.
Man,
but yeah.
Great show. Seriously,
Jeez.
check it out. It's on Monday through
Fanboying
Thursday
quite a bit.
At midnight.
Yep.
Name of the show, too.
I updated my WHSN bio recently, and I threw that in there.
I saw that the other day because I was trying to figure out what I want to change in mine.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know why, but everyone's had that in the back of their mind lately.
Yeah.
But yeah, I threw at midnight in there, definitely.
Well, that's another thing I want to talk about is all the rookies we have here now.
There's one in the studio.
There's one in the studio right now. We're actually...
She's fine now. She's good.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone is. I mean, they're new. And the biggest piece is when you're in front of a microphone at any point, and even right now, I've never talked on a podcast before. When I talk on the radio, I say what's said, and it's gone forever. No one hears it again. This is recorded, so it's like, woo.
And you have a lot more lean weight here. Like, I threw the F-bomb. And
right.
Like, fuck.
That's actually something I thought about before walking in here. But, the nerves are what kills every single person, including myself, and I'm sure you too sometimes.
Every time I turn on that mic, it's like, okay, what I'm going to say. Oh, it's going to be stupid. All right.
Yeah,
done.
Exactly. And sometimes that stupid is brilliant. Sometimes it's,
You just got you got to roll with the punches.
But we have 6 or 7?
I think so.
Yeah, and it's great. Before our winter break, I didn't have a regular shift at all. I always had someone in there shadowing me. So that was interesting. I'm happy to be with a regular shadow free. I wake up so early and get on the radio that there's actually no sun, so I literally have no shadow.
So there are going to be 6 more weeks of winter.
And that's something else. It's the morning show.
Let's talk a little
Jesse
about that.
I,
what is the Unbalanced Breakfast Club? Do you know, Devin?
By definition, in the I wrote entry in the Urban Dictionary online. It's me waking up at 5 a.m. and trying to scrounge together a cup of coffee and run into the studio and not mess up on air while still half asleep. It's interesting. My previous shift was I was 3 to 6 p.m. This is 6 to 9 a.m. And when you work in radio, you don't walk in at 5:59 and boop, all right, we're ready. There's prep. Everything you do that's recorded, you have to set up for it. So I'm slowly adapting, and I'm Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I have 3 of these ridiculous shifts a week. But it's fun. It's a different format, so it's more news-based. I get to talk a little more, and I like hearing myself talk sometimes, as dumb as that sounds. Something huge that Jesse and I both have been, he's the other Tuesday and Thursday DJ for the morning show, is we're getting these callers in for requests. Everyone's driving to work in the morning. Yeah. If you have a job, and if you don't have a radio. So we get these caller requests, and I've started recording them and playing them back on air. And what the best part is the people who call in don't know that. So they're calling in.
Aren't you supposed to tell them?
Legally speaking, I did my background research. Legally, we run a disclaimer for the giveaways and just calling the station. True. So we do say your voice may be recorded and rebroadcast. So I'm covered.
He's covered, FCC.
I totally,
covered.
This idea was so much fun to think about that I did all my research. I talked to the station manager. I talked to another DJ. And so it's all good. So I got a call this morning, and this guy wants to hear. Maybe he's listening to this podcast. Actually,
Let's hope so.
I don't know. We'll see. Call me tomorrow. So he wanted to hear "Puddle of Mud," and I try to get them into conversation to see what they're doing because I'm sitting in the studio by myself, so I need human interaction. So his name's Lunchbox.
Lunchbox.
And he wouldn't tell me what he's doing, which weirded me out. But Lunchbox, he wanted to hear some Puddle of Mud, so I'm like, all right, dude, have a great day, and then click, and I played that. And then I guess people got excited, and that's the best part. It fuels the calls, and I get to talk to all these weird people, and this is Bangor, Maine, so it's not bath salts. So this girl calls in. She works at Lowe's. And she wanted to hear Tyson Ritter, the lead singer from All American Rejects, which I saw when I was 11, by the way.
Nice.
With Fall Out Boy.
Lucky. I like Fall Out Boy.
I'm seeing you. Hey, you should go to a show I'm going to. Fall Out Boy, Paramore, and New Politics in New Hampshire. That's halfway. It's June 16th-ish. I already bought my ticket.
I might have to go to that.
It's good, and I think it was $60. Plug. So she wanted to hear Tyson Ritter, and that was probably the best back and forth I've had so far. It just keeps getting better and better with all these exciting people who call in. So that's my favorite thing, as of late with being on air. Definitely.
I'm still trying to wrap my mind about it. His name was Lunchbox.
His name is Lunchbox. I don't know. And I talked to someone else. And they're like, yeah, he calls in every once in a while. Like, we don't care about this. Like, how have I not heard about this?
Yeah, I've never.
I don't know.
And then there's the guy that always calls
Oh, send the pain below.
Like, no disrespect to this guy. We really do appreciate when people call and participate.
Oh, it's the best. I love talking to people. It's like, I don't know. It's a bonus.
But when you call in every single day for the same song, and it happens
Every single day.
Send the Pain Below by Chevelle, is just... Come on, bub guy.
I'll be honest, I didn't really know much of Chevelle.
Oh, me
so
either.
So thank you to him for calling in. I know all the words to the song, I think.
Radio gold, people. Radio gold.
So I finally broke the ice and told AJ what I did the other day. We went out we were eating dinner just before recording this podcast, and I might have moseyed on into the studio the other day while he was out, I don't know, getting some water or, I don't know, trying to build a Lego sculpture.
Yeah, totally. Challenge accepted.
So I hopped in the studio. He's all nice and set up for his weather to come up because, we do that at specific times. So I'm like, no. Go in, and I did Send the Pain Below in. And did you notice then?
I did not. Like, I thought something else was coming up.
Okay.
And I think I went to the bathroom or something, and I come back, and I see it's coming up, and I don't have enough time to change the song.
So we didn't foil the plan, but you didn't notice Bangor had to hear the Send the Pain Below. So
it's just like,
I broke it to you at dinner, though. We were in a public spot, so you couldn't make a scene. That was strategic by me.
Just wait after this podcast is done. The gloves are coming up. Speaking of secrets and not telling people something, this happened to me, I think, last semester or last year. Ethan, who was our guest on the first episode.
Ethan. He just followed me on Tumblr, by the way.
What is it, ethanol?
Yeah, it contains 10% ethanol.
Oh, we love puns.
That's a knee slapper.
But he brought in a box of cereal, and I'm like, where'd you get
this?
What
kind of cereal?
It was like Raisin Bran.
Raisin Bran Crunch. Plug. Hashtag plug.
And I'm like, where'd you get this? He's like, I'm not telling you. I'm like, why not?
He's on defensive.
Yeah, he's like, did you steal this? He's like, I'm not telling you. And this went on.
I'd be concerned.
For a month.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Like, I eventually was like, okay, it's probably safe to eat. It's Ethan. My mistake.
Huh.
Turns out he got the box of cereal from the trash.
So it's not like he did anything wrong. It was him being like ashamed of like picking from the trash.
I don't know what it was.
Son of a gun.
Like you live in a dorm and they have like the big where you put the cans. Sometimes people will leave stuff like they don't want.
Oh, okay.
And he grabbed the cereal box, which was stale, by the way. Which is probably why it was on there. And he would not tell me this for like a month. Finally, like, Ethan, where'd you get the goddamn cereal?
I got it from the garbage, okay?
I'm just like, I ate that.
Oh, man. Speaking of like the whole dorm situation, and people do throw their stuff. Like, it's like, nah, I don't want this anymore. And it's out like either near the recycle bin or in the bathrooms by the garbages. Someone on my floor bought a SodaStream.
A SodaStream?
Do you know what that is?
Is that the thing where you make the soda?
Yes. Someone is brewing. Yeah, okay. Brewing soda on my floor, and I have not been offered any.
Yo, hook up, brother. If you're listening to this, you better offer Devin some soda.
First floor. Come at me. I won't say my room number.
Yeah, we don't want.
Just yell loud enough because the walls are very thin.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Man.
That's another thing with radio is recording my little commercial liners in my room and then hearing just people outside that could have possibly heard me. I don't know. That's weird. Same thing with videos.
Yeah,
YouTube videos.
It's weird. Like,
I don't know.
I'm cautious because my roommate, when he's not there, sometimes he'll be like, all right, time to, I don't know, record a promo or something, because I don't want people looking at me when I'm recording.
What am I going to do? Walk to the production studio? What's that about?
I ain't got no time for that.
I don't either. We're in the closest building to the production studio, but no, I can't. I don't know.
But it's like you got the jackass next door blaring his Skrillex like blom, blom, blom.
Yep, I got one of those.
Guy,
that was me my freshman year though, so I can't say too much.
You're the worst kind of person.
Skrillex.
But it's just, you just got to find time to do this stuff.
Yep. Yeah, late night is something that's nice. But I do try to shoot like video in the daytime because I do like natural lighting. It's just a lot easier. All I have to do is open my shade and it's there. So that's good.
So I got one more thing to ask you, Devin.
Sure.
You work here at WHSN.
I do.
You have a fantastic YouTube
Thank you.
blog thing.
I appreciate it.
Awesome Twitter. But you also happen to do another radio show at late
do.
nights. Can you tell us a little about that? Because I listened once and I fell in love.
Did you really? Oh, I honestly.
Yeah,
cool.
I forget
Thank
what
you for
episode, but
listening.
it was,
I'm sorry
it was
that you heard that. So my pastime is getting on as many radio stations as possible. I've been on
radio whore.
WHSN. I've been on 92 Moose. I've been on WJBQ. All those, right? So the one I've stuck with a lot is 91.9 FM WMEB, and that's a station owned by the University of Maine system, and it's broadcast out of Orono, Maine, so on the UMaine campus. I don't know where their stick is.
I don't know either.
The studio is in the basement of one of the biggest buildings on campus, which is cool and neat. But it's UMaine Late Night. That's the name of the show I'm on. I do vocal imaging for other pieces and bits. But so it's what I like to consider the SNL of radio. We don't do skits or anything, but we make fun of every single person of all time, like ever. It's awesome, and it's after 10 p.m. That station observes safe harbor hours, so we can get away with a little bit more, which is super badass when you're like, actually on the airwaves, you know?
Yeah.
So one of my favorite pieces from that show is reading police reports, because University of Maine Security reports back to the University of Maine newspaper, which is given to every single UMaine campus. And we just tear these people apart for getting caught with drugs or underage drinking. Or there was this one guy who stole a pizza delivery car and parked it in the middle of a road. Didn't take anything out of it. So the pizza guy found it, but the cops came first and noticed an open container of alcohol in the car. So he got canned. Like, I don't know. There's just a bunch of things that were great over the last semester. We had our first episode back. What day is it today?
Today is Friday. I think it's Friday.
Gosh. So Wednesday. Between like the late night show and the early morning shows, I don't even know.
I don't blame you, man.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. And Jesse Larkin is on that as well. We do a lot of radio together.
It's good. He's a good man.
He is good.
Jesse Larkin's a good man.
Yep. He's actually shooting his beer review for his YouTube channel right now. Woo.
And breaking the news here first, that beer review will also be on the Island Fish website.
That's right.
Jesse confirmed he's willing to contribute to my
he
little
was
cause.
delighted. He like lit up immediately, and that's a great idea. I think it's awesome, and it's very exciting to spread the love of beer.
Because who doesn't love beer?
Exactly.
Disclaimer, I don't drink
we have
beer.
someone in the room.
I'm underage. I don't drink beer.
Whoa, really? Oh, wait, I forgot about that.
Yeah, May 16th. That's when the gloves come off and Bubba's going to town. Specifically downtown Burlington, Vermont, but different story.
Actually going to go grab a beer after the show.
Hey, good for you.
So we'll go get one on your birthday or something.
All right.
Or if
you're all invited.
Free beer for everyone. Not really. But yeah, it's an acquired taste. I don't think anyone instantly tries beer and enjoys it. Maybe you do. I don't know. Who knows?
Like you said, you gotta find your brew.
Rolling Rock. So refreshing.
Well, Devin Temple, thank you so much for being on the Island
Thanks for
Fish.
having me.
It's always good to have you here, even though this is your first time.
It is.
We'll definitely have you back.
Yeah.
If you like Devin, like I do,
who wouldn't like my face that you can't see because this is audio?
Please subscribe to his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Follow him on Twitter.
I just broke 200 subscribers on that new one, so
you hear
that's
that?
exciting.
So just do all
Numbers, relevant. Bam.
And again, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. I think we're on Tumblr, reblogging those cat photos. We'll see you sometime next week, hopefully. You're listening to the Island Fish.